Machine empires are often forgotten about with origins, not being able to select a whopping 24 out of the 33 origins. In this video, I'm using a mod that lets me use one of the forbidden origins with a machine empire, Void Dweller. My aim is to see if this mechanically works, if it's too strong, and to see if it was a good idea not letting this combination exist. I'll be playing with my normal settings, but we'll have mid-game at 2025 with mid-game scaling on Grand Admiral. Our aim is to see if we can dominate this galaxy with this potentially very strong build. And what a sight to behold. Protocol Alpha with robots on and bio trophies. That's right, we're also combining this with Rogue Servitor because it's just a good civic for robots. We do of course start with these cursed traits. We have Void Dweller, which means our output on habitats is plus 15%, but on non-artificial worlds is minus 15, and we get less pop growth speed and less happiness. But we're assembling, so we don't actually get negative growth, and neither do our bio trophies. So already a little bit OP. We're of course going to move around jobs because for some reason it wants to work the weirdest jobs ever. And this origin doesn't actually start with the bio trophy building on a habitat, instead a simulation site, which is odd. We're going to start with the default energy grid is very good because robots have the highest base tech output, and we've also gone for superconductive, so lots of energy. And I don't know if we can actually sell these worlds. I would imagine we could because we are still a robot. We're going to buy the food, we're going to sell the excess consumer goods because a colony ship do not cost them, and buy as many minerals as we can. We're also going to switch over to isolationist so we can get more unity, and manufacturing focus so our complex drones produce more, because really alloys and science is all that matters. For our first tradition, we're going to go prosperity. We'll get an extra building slot, and it's also just the best tradition I always go with. You guys know the drill by now. Now habitats is also quite broken in this patch because you can just stack ship cost reduction, which yeah, we're just gonna get one of those governors already. I'm not gonna go too hard on that because it's just, we already know it's OP. Building cost reduction. First building we're gonna do is alloys, of course. An industrial district is always very nice. I think it's kind of bugged that it's gonna give us consumer good jobs as well. It shouldn't, but we'll see. And yes, we can just inhabit worlds. That's good for us. So this is already probably quite strong, and this is why it doesn't exist, but we'll put that to the test. Honestly, we do not need coordinators. Work alloys. We've got enough unity production from our bio trophies, and we'll get even more from our tech. We can now get plus 10 amenities from our agenda, and we can look at increasing our unity even more. And Void Dwellers, even if you're not robots, you always need to mess around with your jobs. So if you got more than 50 stability, pump your jobs out of amenities into more useful resources. I'm going to get the habitat scaling a building slot, which means we can now expand our pop growth. With organic sanctuaries, we also will need to build machine assembly plants. We'll probably get rid of the simulation site. This is great because we'll be getting double pop growth, and it's just very good. We'll be getting humans growing and our protocol droid. Now we've surveyed both our planets. We're going to explore. Explores faster than surveying, finding your choke points, finding where your planets are, and then you can survey back. Prosperity's finished. Do we have the tradition void button? We do. I'm going to grab that. Void bulge is good. We now have a bunch of building slots to keep expanding. Minerals is just an issue, but we still can buy up to 42 minerals a month before the price gets more than 1.3. And I need to keep remembering that we can actually use our military ships to explore. There's just no automatic function, so a bit annoying. I'm going to grab stability bonuses so that we don't have to work as many amenity jobs. And now we've got that bio trophy, we actually will need to move a human over so they can start reproducing. Now they're growing. And we found another planet, so we will survey back, do our first contact, and we can colonize both of these worlds because I forgot to do that. Oops. We have Asphodel and Krypton. These are our Patreon submitted worlds, just like our fleet, like Yeet Fleet. Ship names such as Bacchus, Rizab Rye, and leader names such as King Steve and Skill Issue. Starts from just $1, greatly helps out the channel, and it's much appreciated. But we need to remember that these worlds will be producing us not as many resources, but honestly, we will still be getting resources. So does that matter? Probably not. And I might go expansion actually. Getting new colonies starting with one pop is going to be huge if we can expand so much, and the pop assembly speed plus 10% is massive. That's why we also went rapid replicators, because we get 20% more pop growth speed. We didn't get the trait because we wanted emotional emulators for more amenities so that our bio trophies are happy. Just need to remember to move pops over. We don't actually have the resources. Fine. Now they're all growing. We found another planet. Stong. Energy grid is so good. It gives more energy per job. So this energy habitat's just going to be producing so much energy. The biggest issue right now is minerals. So I'm actually going to make this a mineral habitat and then maybe convert this planet into a mineral world. 2 planets down here. Yeah, this is just going to be strong, I think, unless we run into someone who punishes us for being this greedy.
12 seconds later.
And this is the issue when you use your fleet to explore. We now have no fleet. And the Admiral died. And pop assembly speed plus 10%. Going very well. Nothing can go wrong, right? Need a pool refresh, so we'll check. Nope. No good, Governor. For more ship build cost reduction, but that's fine. Definitely should start building those machine assembly plants. It just gives us even more assemble speed. With this excess alloys, we're now going to build star bases, so we can build solar panels and eventually hydrophonic base, which we can already build, actually. We should build those. We can sell food then. In terms of trades, I'm just going for ones I think are good, like research speed. Edict fund I'm trying to build up, and naval capacity quite good. Edict fund's important so that we could just get capacity subsidies for free without going the ascension pick, and then fortify border for more star bases. And we have this world. This is going to be our ally world. Just look at it. But first, we need machine assembly plant and bio trophies. Oh yes, the upgrade for ship build cost reduction. It's important we get machine template systems because you need that for the synthetic age ascension perk, which unlocks a new tradition, which is really good for machines. And now we can actually stop buying food and sell some, which means we can get more minerals. It all just feeds into each other. And eventually we'll turn this into a fully researched habitat instead of alloys, as we'll have this alloy world. And then this will be our mineral world. We just need to clear blockers to actually get it to that level. Why are there so many planets? What is going on? I was going to try and build more habitats because we can from the start of the game because of this origin, but we just don't need to because we're robots. The production is going to be worse on them, but again, it doesn't matter because we can live there with no penalty for stability, and 15% of production is nothing really. We're still producing 85% of resources opposed to none. Okay, we got the star bases now, solar panel networks, and hydro base. This produces 10 food, and our solar panels produce 6 energy. Just 3 resources. It's dumb. Machines are already quite strong, so this is probably why they're very limited on origins. How would you balance this? Let me know in the comments, because there needs to be some more restraints if this was to ever be a thing in vanilla. Okay, let's check our governors again. No. Oh well. Expansion is finished, and that means the ascension perk is unlocked, which we can grab synthetic age. Expansion being finished also reduces habitat build cost by 20%. Probably get another science ship. And we can actually remove the housing district for reactor, because the reactor gives us housing still. Biotrophies don't take up housing. So our biotrophies are ultimately quite free. They just give us free unity, more complex drone output. It's just strong, guys. And since we now have a bunch more systems and spare alloys, we're going to fortify the border. We're 11 over, but it doesn't matter. Look at our unity production. We can get 2 more star bases, which means more resources. Now our resources are just insane. We can start buying monthly alloys. So we get 11 to the max now. Complex drone output. Yes, we will go for that. I'm going to start switching over our cap science because our alloy world is growing, and alloy worlds are important to have top growth there because alloys are complex drones, which humans will buff. And now we can grab synthetics, which just buffs robots even more. And since this building slot is kind of useless, we can just build a drone storage, which gives us that housing we're missing and amenities. Synthetics can lower our pop amenity usages and increase our output eventually. We found ESP, a ruthless capitalist. We will be friends. They're at war already. I literally have no fleet, so please don't hurt me. Output's now plus 10%. It just buffs everything we do. Can't say no. We're trying to do communications with them so we could see more. They refuse, and now they accept. They're at war with the United States Postal Service, of course. Who isn't? This world's insane. What the heck? Okay, we actually have so many alloys now. We don't have aggressive neighbors, so we're going to actually think about producing some more habitats. Like, look at these resources. 479 science, 200 unity, 32 alloys, 20 years in. And it's just going to keep getting bigger and bigger until we eventually vassalize and just have insane production. And we could probably stop buying minerals, so I'll actually have positive energy, so you can shout at me. That's a much cleaner resource bar. Look at that. 233 energy just from this habitat. Unfortunately, the most we'll get unless we upgrade our habitat, which we can do eventually. The text just costs quite a lot at the moment. And we found a new energy world, I think. Even though it gives us science buffs, habitats are just better because we can get the tech designation. We also have 101 pops this early because of the expansion tradition. Synthetics is now finished, meaning capital builders provide more replicator jobs, and our leaders get synth trait, which means more job output. Yes. And if they're on the council, more pop assembly. I'm going to go share destiny for more envoys. It will help getting vassals, which is basically how you dominate this game. We now have more complex drone output and 20% more resources from jobs from our council. And we may as well get synthetic yield, which gives us more pop assembly. And that means we can actually create a template of our species with all those buffs. I think we're just going to give them more resources from jobs. 5% more. All of my lovely robots. It'll take a little bit, but it's fine. I do think we should probably build a fleet so that they're not overwhelming to us. Our alloy production is not the best because I've just pumped it all into science. Oh, they've actually finished their war now as well. Will they be my vassal? No, the power's too much of a difference. Fine, because we tech rush, we've got our disruptors already. Tier 2 armor, afterburners. It's not the best, but we are 23 years in. I'll actually start making fleets, and we found a bunch of people. I keep forgetting to actually assist research these days, especially early on with the leader cap, but it's gonna boost our tech so much. And we do have that extra habitat. I do not have alloys. The issue is getting the synthetic trait gave us more replicators everywhere, so we're actually down a job on every planet. Tier 2 disruptors. What we can do though, this energy habitat is maxed out, so we can just start moving the pops. They would automatically, but I want them to go to our alloy worlds. That should help a little bit. Now we'll go supremacy, I guess. That's the only thing we need now is fleets. Our resources are fine and they're going to exponentially grow. We've got so many buildings, planets, everything. There's a void spawn. Oh no. There's an army. I've been found. Banana Corp. Built some mega corps in this game. Cruisers, year 29. Not bad. I'm not even really playing that optimally anymore. Oh, this doesn't even have science on it. Oh yeah, you have to build it. You have to build your habitat over a science resource if you want science. This can just be energy. Oh, a level 2 ship construction focus. Beautiful. That means our ships are getting currently, that's 25%. You can actually buy off United States Postal Service by giving them heavily favored deals. This is very bad for me, but we can change it and they'll like us. So this is worth it. Yeah, the meta's still vassaling, unfortunately. It's a lot harder now, but the AI still also abuse it. So what am I meant to do? We can get another one. Yep, this is worth it. There's an army and United States Postal Service are now under my rule. We're just losing a little bit. We're losing gases, which we don't have any of, and we need consumer goods. We just have to weather this awful storm of resources for 50 months. Oh, the Salador down here. Nobody wants to get vassaled these days for free. The Royal Mail. Oh, I really want to vassal Royal Mail and United States Postal Service. Yeah, they're both max loyalty. So when we do get to renegotiate, we're going to be so strong. Just waiting till then now. Third Civic. Honestly, Rock Breakers is very solid. One more mineral output is huge because we're going to be spamming a lot of alloys. Should probably go cooperative. I just realized we're still isolationist or belligerent. That might help with negotiations a little bit more. I'm not actually sure. Okay, we can finally change the contract, hopefully, or this is just very bad for us. So definitely don't want to give them any resources. It's still minus 32. Oh no, I made a mistake. Okay, we have to give them a little bit of research, but we can just take a bunch of basic resources. They said no. Okay, we'll just take 15% then. Okay, we have to give them 30% research to not take our resources. It's fine. And they both accept that, and our resources should fix. Yes, our resources are now fine. Now that they're pretty good, we should probably go on a bit of a vassal spree ourselves. It looks like we're actually running out of jobs to work. They have only 2.7k. You die. Oh, they have 5.9k. Well, not anymore. We have one, but we're at war with Nova Romanian, and they have 20k. I think we inherited that war. Galactic communities finally formed. Okay, we have 28k now. We can probably fight them. My leader just died though. Okay, we easily catch them and kill them, I would say. Yes. What is this? I've not seen this. Regulatory node. Idiosyncratic tendencies. Statistical analysis confirmed that the node has developed cognitive and behavioral idiosyncrasies of a magnitude that verge on the individual. The risk and potential benefits of independent thought are beyond our ability to accurately predict. A decision has to be made. Will the node be kept in the state, or should we force directional routine? Harness it, we get more society research and less agenda speed, or dismiss them, get 50%. Wait, so we will lose our edict fund, I think. Let's try get rid of them. Yeah, it's a new one. Never seen that. They have 40k. That's not good. I lost a lot of my ships on this black hole starbase. Okay, they're actually coming for me. Can I take them? 40k versus 26? Probably not. We should run. Okay, we can actually stop losing science on these deals. How great. Oh, they just engaged us. I did not even realize. I think we win. Just about. Okay, we should hopefully maybe win this battle. It's going to be actually quite close.
Successful. Hostile fleet assets engaged. Technological acquisition successful.
We actually lost. That's not good. Oh, they status quo'd. Okay, we can expand our vassals now. Well, we have taken a lot here. We're not as dominant as other games, even though we are playing on a mid-game scaling a bit quicker. We're only 4. We can just keep making tributaries. Even through war, we are so over our naval cap, it doesn't even matter. They're no match for us. If we can win another vassal. Would you look at that? Another vassal. And I'm almost the strongest. Mystery Incorporate's doing quite well over here. They're completely inferior to me. I think if we take down Mystery Incorporate incorporated, we can call this a dub. It's not been the easiest, but also I've just completely neglected my empire at this point. We can literally get Union Bears once we have influence. And then Royal Mail, Mystery Corporate, Banana Corp are the only ones not our vassals. Wait, Mystery Corporate want to make a federation. The good ending. Agree. Look how orange the screen is. Union Bears now enters the Federation. Royal Mail, come on now. You're the only one who's not joined. There we go. The good ending. No blood had to be spilled. We are the leader in this galaxy. The Federation has formed and our resources are just quite insane. If you like this video, then you'll enjoy the time I played as a Typhus Swarm, which is kind of like a hive revamp. It's quite fun. Click here to find out. And I'll see you in a minute.